Back in Black by AC/DC. This is one of the top requests from you guys. We're going to be doing all the riff sections, the chorus, everything like that. The only ones we're doing in a separate video are the ending faster riff and the solo. They will be in separate videos, which will be linked from this, and it won't be long till those are uploaded at all. The other thing you want to check out is the tab on the website here, where you'll also find my electric guitar starter course, which is a way to get beginners up to the level of where they can play this kind of riff. If you struggle with anything in this tutorial, that electric guitar starter course at andyguitar.co.uk is the thing for you. Let's get straight in for a close-up and learn this awesome song. Back in Black, one of the greatest guitar riffs ever, and we're going to be learning how to play it. Let's have a look at this first chord, which is essentially an E chord, so you could play an E major like this. But being more strict to the sound of the record, we want to play an AC/DC style E5 power chord just with the first finger, which is essentially like that. Okay? Importantly, we don't want the third string to ring out, but you do want all the others to ring out. That would sound really cool. And then we play a normal D major chord. So this is a really easy bit. One strum of that E5. Down, up, down on the D. Absolute silence between each of these chords, done with the right hand. Down, down, up, down, and then a flat A5 power chord. Okay. That was E. So you could do that if you wish. Down, and then to the A major, or the A5 power chord. And then the trickier bit. I say trickier, this is the first scale that I recommend that any guitarist learn, and that is what that video teaches you how to do. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that now, but if you have any problems with it, this video and subsequent videos from it are the ones to check out to sort of better your skills. With that scale, which is the E minor pentatonic scale. And that's all we're playing there, okay? So we go, I'm going to go middle finger to the open on the thinnest string. Now we're going to do that with a down and then an up pick. And then we do the same again on the string below that, on the second string. So we've gone 1, 2, 3, 4 with a down, up pick, and I'm actually resting my hand here, which is far more comfortable if you are sort of stood up with a strap, which is primarily how I kind of practice guitar, really, especially electric guitar. But resting sort of the palm of the hand, the base of the thumb, I would say. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the trickier bit, we have a bend down. Okay, so physically dragging the string down with the first finger. You can also push it up if you prefer, but I prefer with the techniques that I'm using. Drag it down. Back to the open position, which you don't need to pick it again for. You just drag it down. Back to normal. You can even go a flick off for the open string, which makes it a lot easier. Or you can pick the open string again, if you wish, and then we're back to the E power chord to restart the riff. Or with a pick. Okay? It's definitely very similar to That's Are You Gonna Go My Way, definitely a song that's going to be coming soon on this channel, and that has a very similar move with that ending part. So just a recap for this tutorial. And then we have this next section, which I always used to thought it was. I thought it was played like this. That's kind of a more logical way in a sense, and I'm going to demo that way as well, because I think more beginners will be able to play this riff if they learn that. But the proper way to do it is this. Like that, okay? And this starts with the first finger on the B note, 2nd fret of string 5. Then we go to fret 4 of string 6. Let me put my teeth in a second, sorry. So 2 to 4, and we're always going string 5 to 6. 5 to 6. Then it's 5 to 5. Then it's fret 2 to 5. And then it's going to be 6 and then 7. So with the 3rd or little finger. And every time we're always going this note as well. So start here. Now those last two are the same note. So as I say, I always, when I first learnt this by ear, that's what we went for. However, is unquestionably how it's done. There's too many live videos of them playing it. Like that. Let me just adjust my microphone a second. There we go. The other way to do it is to line up your fingers, and I think this is such a good exercise for beginners. Line up your fingers on the string 6 from 4 to 5, 6 and 7, and just hold them down and get a good grip there. This is such a great exercise. And what we're going to do is go little to 1st, little to 2nd, little to 3rd, and then little, little. And after you've done that, the riff starts again. So fingers from 4, 5, 6 and 7, hold them down together, but then we're only going to play, so the only fingers that go down are the ones that I'm about to say. We go little to 1st, little to 2nd, little to 3rd, and little, little. It's a more logical way to do it, but for the sound of it, that's the way that AC/DC play it. Takes your choice, up to you. Either way's totally cool by me. I think they both sound great. Let's have a playthrough from the top before we get on to the chorus. In 2, 3, 4. The only thing I didn't mention was the drag down that's done with the little finger. I love these drag downs. I do them all the time. I add them to my playing where they're not needed at all, just because I like doing them. But that is very much part of the riff, even if you're doing it this way. That has to happen. The other thing I'm adding an awful lot is this. No chord, it's just the strum sound and the fingers are lightly placed over the strings. This is how the song starts. Superb for your timing, because if you just play there's so much silence. And if there's so much silence, you can lose the timing of it, especially if you're jamming with a buddy like the Young brothers used to. So, you know, Angus Young and Malcolm Young, when they're writing these songs and they're coming up with them, they have to do these little kind of ticks in between to tell each other where the timing is to keep in time with each other. So what they do is always make sure you put one on 2 and 4. 1, 2, da da dang, 4, da da 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you put those little ticks in, and it's really good for your timing. Those silences on beats 2 and 4 also give us that big rock snare. So often, you know, yeah, you'd have a kind of snare hit, and then you have this big drum sound, and then this silence played by the riff, you know, da, da, da. You know, that big snare hit on 2 and 4 is accentuated by the fact there is silence, and that's one of the amazing things about AC/DC, the space that they give for the drums to just sound amazing. So that is the classic riff. Let's get on to the chorus now, which is all power chords based, but the timing's really strange. So all this kind of ticking is great practice for okay, that's the whole chorus in its entirety, and let's split it into 4 sections. In the first section we have A5, E5, B, and then we just take the first finger off, back to B. That last move was, and all I'm playing is string 4 and string 5. Which strings you hit with these power chords literally dictates which chord you're playing. You might want to check the tab, which is up here. To make sure you're doing that right. Timing wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And there's no mutes there. It's really hard to, it's so, what we call syncopated, it's so off the beat or just before or after the beat. I can't do anything other than tap my foot there. I literally can't count that. But that is section 1 and section 3. So this A5, E5, B, first finger, B. That repeats on time 1 and time 3. The second one is G, D, A. And then this little, I mean, there couldn't be a more AC/DC move in the world than going G, D, A. And again, that happens twice. G, D, A. Bending the middle finger. And this needs to come very slowly and never kind of, don't do this. I teach so many people, and when they learn this, they go, that's not how it goes. It doesn't sound right if you do that. What you do is bend this note up, and then when you let it go, you hit the A. It's an art in itself, this little bend. Without the bend, and until you get that technique, without the bend is the way to go. So that's on time 2. Okay, so 1 and 3. This is confusing. You're going to want to see that chord sheet or tab up there. Starting on A. Section 2 starts on G. Happens again. Section 3 is the same as section 1, starting on A. And then the final section, it's just G with the downs and up. And then 3 Ds. It's literally for a whole bar, that, so. And then you're back to the riff. Okay, so into the chorus would go. The chorus in its entirety. G. And then the ending. And that is the intro riff and all the verses and the chorus. And we just need to kind of learn how to go between them, really. But other than that, that is all the sections to it. And the only other section is the solo, which I'll be covering in a later video. I think I'm going to cover it next weekend, but I need to double check my schedule, so don't hold me to that. But the solo lesson is coming really soon. And the other section that we also have is that awesome ending riff, which is so much more challenging. I didn't want to put it in this video. I really recommend that if this is something you want to do, you'll want to check out my electric guitar starter course and that E minor pentatonic set of kind of the scale and then the 10 riffs from it. I feel that's so important, and that will make this really come to life when you've mastered kind of that. But we will be covering that section in a future video in the next few couple of weeks. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you like what I do, and check out andyguitar.co.uk for a free beginners, improvers course and electric guitar starter course. Everything that you need, we've got all the bases covered now. You will find it guitar lessons wise at andyguitar.co.uk. Thank you so much for the support, and thanks for watching.